The Sandy Spring Planning Commission voted yes to move forward with the development of the Mercedes Ashton Wood project, and many neighbors here are not happy about the decision. The photos taken by Spider-Martin not only tell the story of the 1965 march, but it also reconnects visitors with a time in history where emotion was captured in black and white. Now, the Fulton County Animal Shelter does their best to try to get animals here like Manny adopted, but sometimes reality can take a different course. The program here has about 20 women that participate, and if the program continues to be successful, it will expand to other facilities across the state. Hawkins says that bringing the Confucius Institute to the Montgomery and Pike Road school system will not only be exciting for children, but it will also bridge the gap between American and Chinese culture to the community.
And Brad, shame on all of you. You don't live here, you don't know.
Outbursts and disappointment came from citizens of Sandy Spring as the decision was made by the Planning Commission to continue development for the Mercedes Ashton Woods project.
This is a travesty. I asked them to consider things.
The project will bring a new Mercedes-Benz headquarters and 200 apartment units for the employees to the Sandy Springs neighborhood. Neighbors were in favor for the development, but voiced their concerns about the density and traffic flow throughout their neighborhood.
3,000 more cars. 3,000 in my neighborhood.
Hakeem Hilliard, who was the lawyer on behalf of them, said that they wanted smart growth and said there were two legal not issues with the development.
If we presented that to the developer, I presume that the developer would explain to us why that either can or cannot work.
Citizens of Sandy Springs feel that their petitions are being unheard, ignored, and not included in the decision.
And how are they going to do that? And it's not adjacent to their property, it's across the street from their property. They don't care.
Now, right here and across from me is where the development will take place, but before it can take place, it still needs approval from the mayor and the city council. From Sandy Springs, I'm Courtney Chandler, Channel 2 Action News. In commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery March and 1965 Voting Rights Act, the Alabama Department of Archives and History is holding an exhibit entitled "The Whole World Saw Your Pictures, Spider-Martin and the 1965 Voting Rights Campaign."
This is an exhibit. It was actually part of an earlier exhibit that we had about a decade or so ago. Spider-Martin passed away several years ago, but he actually helped us acquire these prints. They're all signed by him, hand-labeled by him. So we brought this exhibit back out on display this year.
The Department of Archives and History have displayed this exhibit since February and have now extended the exhibit till September 25th.
It's been so popular. There have been so many people coming in. So many people come here just to see this exhibit, and so we felt like, let's leave it up a little bit longer, give people a little bit more time to come in at the end of the summer. Maybe people who are doing some last minute traveling to come in and see these images.
The exhibit has drawn many visitors from all over the world to view some of the iconic images of the historic march.
Most people that come have never seen these photographs ever, and we've had people come from all over the world to see this exhibit. And when we had our 50th anniversary, the place was just packed. I mean, when they went to Selma, they came all the way up here just to see this specific exhibit. The photos taken by Spider-Martin not only tell the story of the 1965 march, but it also reconnects visitors with a time in history where emotion was captured in black and white.
There's something about, standing in front of an image, they are in black and white, and you kind of feel, transported back to that period, and you really look at people's faces and think about what they were thinking when they were in these moments.
In Montgomery, Courtney Chandler, Troy, Trojan Vision News. The Confucius Institute is a program on the campus of Troy University that allows students to learn more about Chinese culture on campus. On Friday, Troy University had the opportunity to expand the institute to neighboring schools at a ceremony held at Troy's Montgomery campus.
We established the Confucius Institute in 2007, and we worked hard to create a culture of internationalization at Troy. And now we're spreading that culture statewide. The Confucius Institute will now be expanded to schools in Montgomery and Pike Road for younger children to learn and experience Chinese culture.
We're grateful to Troy and grateful to our school system is along in Pike Road to join with this, to be able to educate our kids, the total child. And as Dr. Hawkins said, and each one of the superintendents, it really is about the child. about our kids. They are our future. To the extent that they learn about worldwide activities, it's important.
Mayor Gordon Stone of Pike Road said that this was not only a victory for schools, but also for the community and its citizens as well.
Working with the Confucius Institute allows us to not only have it in the classroom, but to also talk about ways that we can have after-school activities, have family-inclusive activities, have opportunities to talk with industry and businesses from China that may want to come and be a part of what we're doing to broaden our economic base in Pike Road. So there are lots of benefits that will come as a result of this.
Hawkins says that bringing the Confucius Institute to the Montgomery and Pike Road school system will not only be exciting for children, but it will also bridge the gap between American and Chinese culture to the community.
Yeah, I think it'll open doors and it'll help them to understand the world's people in a very different way.
Each school received $20,000 to allow children and citizens to learn and be exposed to Chinese culture through the Confucius Institute. In Montgomery, Courtney Chandler, Troy, Trojan Vision News. Troy University continues to spread its message to educate the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act as they implemented a reading initiative program for the women at the Julia Tutwiler Prison.
Yeah, this is a great initiative. It's a reading initiative partnering with the Alabama Humanities Foundation, Ingram State Technical College, and the Department of Corrections to actually have Troy professors come in and work with some of the inmates here at Tutwiler Prison, reading some great books as a way to reflect and to be self-critical.
The women who participate in the program are able to read and discuss novels from writers who share similar experiences in order for them to reflect on their own experience. Even though no credits are given to the women in the program, Gavan says what they gain from it is much more rewarding.
For them, it's about freeing the spirit. It's about inspiring the mind to think of greater things and ultimately towards a greater good, we hope.
One of the inmates talked about one of her favorite novels and also how the program has benefited her.
My favorite book is Doing Time. It's called Doing Time, and it talks about all the different things that goes on inside the prison walls, which are so true. And it just talks about being strong when you're going through your struggles. I can now, I can relate to things. I can see things better. I just realized that the world has changed a lot, and I'm glad of that, and I can see there's a future.
The program here has about 20 women that participate, and if the program continues to be successful, it will expand to other facilities across the state.